Okay.
So, before we get started, I just want to say stay home. Don't go out protesting. It's not worth it, especially after what happened in Kenosha. We're going to talk about that in a little while here. It's absolutely horrible. Um, but this is going to be a little bit more serious because there's so much stuff that's happened last week that talking about Elon Musk's weird named child and past conspiracy theories and stuff like that probably isn't the first thing that we want to start off with. Because of course we have a relatively small platform, but anything we have, we're gonna try and utilize. At least I will. Um, and so it's stay home, wear a mask. So how irresponsible do you have to be to allow your child to go outside without a mask once to twice a week at the minimum? Over 180,000 people have died from this, and you're allowing yourself or your child to be exposed to it. And then these same people are posting on their Snapchat stories, last night was a movie. It's like, no, you've never seen a movie. The movies you know are Star Wars, The Last Jedi. That is not a
That's
movie.
not a.
That
Movie was.
is
All
that is
right,
a
if we're getting into Star
fan-made
Wars,
screenplay.
I don't want to get into that right now because I could go on a whole tangent, and that's really important right now.
So just I don't understand why it's so difficult for you to stay home, because whenever it's actual school season, you want to stay home, but now you're like, is that just part of the culture, just to want to break rules and be cool even though people are dying?
Yeah, and the fact that some parents want to send their kids to school is crazy to me.
I think that it might be okay to send some kids to school because obviously because of financial means and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I get it.
in
But if you have internet at home and you could focus well at your house, I don't see why
don't
you
send
have
your
to go
child
to
to school.
school. Yeah. You
They can
shouldn't.
die. You can die.
Yeah. Especially if you live with people that are older in age. I don't want to say that rudely, but
No, in the risk group,
yeah.
the highly effective ones, because more recently it's been because I'll check the weather app on my phone, hoping at some point it'll rain, because it never does ever. And so
What's rain?
I haven't heard of that in a while, but so I'll always check it, and it'll be like unhealthy air quality to sensitive groups, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
there's a virus that's killing people, and you're allowing yourself or your kid to, because I don't think what happens is what they realize is you're allowing your child to go out every day for months upon months, and at some point if they keep going out, at some point it is inevitable that they will come into contact with the virus. Now they may be asymptomatic, but it takes 2 weeks to show symptoms, and even at that, you can still get the virus. They might not, but you can, and
Yeah.
you can die. And then what are you gonna do? So your child start gonna be posting on their story, getting taken away by CPS. That last night was a movie. What do you do to that? Why are you putting yourself out there? Because people are dying. Your neighbor could die.
Yeah.
Your grandmother could die. Your
My grandmother's
great
already
uncle
dead.
could die. Everyone you know could die because of this virus, and you're letting your
No,
kid
that's
go out
so
and post on their
bad.
TikTok.
I'm so sorry. That was a bad joke.
You're letting your kid go out and post last night was a movie on their TikTok and doing dances and being like, I'm so rebel, I don't wear a mask. Like, come on.
Just even if you are out, even if you just go get some groceries, just wear a mask.
Don't go out for entertainment now. Now is not the time. You can do that from your home.
Yeah.
Everyone else is doing it.
You could pay $35 to watch Mulan.
Exactly. It's 37. It's actually
Oh, I'm
41
so
because
sorry.
of the base Disney Plus price. Get it right.
Oh, speaking of Disney Plus, Mandalorian is coming out October 30th, which I'm so excited for.
Season 2, should be really cool.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to this, stay home. don't go outside. Don't put people at risk that are already there. They could die. You could die. And protesting is something that it doesn't get as much media coverage, of course, with the elections coming up in like 2 months.
Ugh.
But it's still very prevalent. Those people are getting their words out. You can do the same thing by using your social media presence. Because if we have a podcast and we're getting 10 to 15 views, you have more followers and likes than we both are getting combined.
Yeah.
That is no secret. You can use your TikTok clout where you get 1 million views. You can use that.
Honestly, I
good.
use TikTok just to shitpost.
No, I mean Noah literally had a TikTok post that had 1 million views.
Yeah,
I don't even know
usually,
if I know 10,000 people.
Like, my TikToks, I think the highest views I ever got was like 1,000, like a little over 1,000. And it was just me laying down in bed, just nodding my head. It was so stupid. So
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. So like if someone could get like thousands of views just laying down in bed.
You can use your good platform. Don't be one of those TikTok influencers that are out at that one house that got shut down by the
Hype
They
house?
shut off their water. They should
Yeah.
First of all, why are they able to do that? They're able to shut off your electricity and water in the middle of the night.
Whoa.
It was justified, but the fact that they can do that is kind of spooky.
Yeah. Speaking of spooky, it's fall. Even though it's still like 100 degrees outside, it's considered fall.
It's just kinda,
It's September.
Yeah.
My favorite.
I want one day of rain this year at least. It just rains all day.
Honestly, I'm so excited for Halloween. If you guys don't stay inside and wear your masks, so I could go outside for Halloween, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Oh, well, no, they're saying, you're not going outside for Halloween this year. That's not gonna happen at all.
I know, but if I could just go out to this, I don't know. I just love Halloween. I love
Halloween's fine. Halloween's fun. Just scary movies, all that stuff. It's great. But no one's going to, everyone's going to, because I guarantee you, once again, the irresponsible parents who care nothing about their children's well-being or their well-being or their parents' well-being or anything like that or their neighbor's well-being, they're going to let their kids go out and they're going to be like, it's one day a year, nothing's going to happen. And then 16 kids are going to get corona and it's going to spread throughout the entire neighborhood. And 25 people will die. That is, think about it this way. Your entire class at school has corona. Now, there's a 99.9% of all cases recover, but still, there's still that small margin of risk for death.
Yeah.
And all those girls that are posting on the streets, I had COVID and it's not even that bad. Just get over it. Seriously, it doesn't matter how bad it was for you because I forget who I saw. There was some major athlete that had gotten it. It was the worst thing he's ever experienced in his life or something like that. It's something so insane that you're just making it worse by lowering the actual effect on it. And then to a more lighthearted subject, let's talk about the guy in a jetpack at LAX.
What? Wait.
No, I'm serious. Yeah, I think it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. There's a guy in a jetpack at LAX.
I was just there.
Yeah, literally, there was a guy on a jetpack.
Like an actual functioning...
An actual jetpack.
Not the stuff...
Functioning... No, a literal jetpack. He was on it and he was flying.
You know what that reminds me? You know in GTA? The jetpack races?
No, it was a literal jetpack. You can Google it right now.
Let's Google that.
Just search up jetpack LAX and it's the first thing that'll come up. telling you.
What is
the
this?
FAA and FBI are investigating a startling report of what they're calling an airspace intruder.
An airspace intruder.
The FAA says 2 airline crews reported the close encounter Sunday night.
No, here's the picture. I'll send it to you.
Hold up, I'm.
Sighting moments later from a Southwest pilot.
There he is!
What?
I can't breathe! Why does he look?
What are you laughing about?
Why does he look like that?
What?
Dude, he looks like a little fly. What?
That's not the point. It's not that what he looks like. He has a jetpack.
I want one! Imagine pulling up to school in your jetpack. Hey, bitches! Oh my god! 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 I can't breathe! I just drank some water. I'm literally about to throw up. Why does it look like that?
And then there's this from the
He has a jetpack. That's the important thing.
I don't care about the jetpack. Why does he look like that?
I don't know.
Okay. So yesterday, I accidentally trespassed into someone's backyard.
Ow.
It was a total accident. It was a total accident. I went to a little group meeting yesterday.
It's called church. You can say it.
I know. Yeah, I went to youth group yesterday. Literally, that is the funniest place ever. Like, I try to be as serious as possible, like, during, like, the message, but I always end up laughing my ass off. So, my friend...
This is my lord.
My friend who, sent me her location, she sent me to, like, you know how on Apple, when you send the location, like, it gives you,
No one sends locations to people.
I do. I'm lazy as hell. I'm not gonna, like, type in a bunch of shit.
You're the only one of your kind. Dinosaur. No, she was right. You're the last living walrus.
Stop! I think that was in the first podcast that didn't end up uploading.
Alright, just move on. So what are you
Sorry.
talking about?
Anyway, my friend sent me her location.
Yes, we understand.
And the way that the neighborhood was set up, it's kind of like on a hill, and I didn't really hear anybody. So I went into the backyard through the side gate. I was like, hello, insert person's name here. And I didn't see anybody. And the person who I was calling for above the hill put their head over, like, the fence and said, you're in the wrong backyard. So I was in someone's backyard.
They're like, what is this?
I'm like, where is everybody?
What is this homeless cat doing in my backyard?
Honestly, like, I got so scared. I'm like, I could have gotten, like, snatched. Nobody want me. Nobody will want me. They'll take me back.
They'll open the bushes and they'll be like, close the bushes. We were never here. We'll wait for the next one. Not worth it right now.
So, yeah, that happened. And for some reason, every time I go to youth group, there's this one friend who has the same humor as me. And for some reason,
That's really garbage.
Stop. For some reason, we couldn't stop laughing our asses off. And I felt so bad because I really wanted to, like, respect everybody. But it was just so hard. Like, you know when
Was it
you're in
on-
class?
Was it on Zoom?
No, it was IRL. Don't worry, 6 feet mask, you know, we got it.
So what were they talking about?
What?
Give me the
was-
conversation. Didn't
About...
leave out the details. Share why it was funny.
Okay. So, it's not even that funny. It's just the
Well, share
fact...
it.
It's just the fact that...
No one cares to share it, okay? You don't have to justify it.
Okay,
You're laughing
so...
about Jesus.
It wasn't about Jesus.
We'll see.
So, the theme that we went with, because, like, why not, is, like, PJs. So,
Sure.
everybody went in their PJs,
Oh, Jesus.
and I didn't because I'm lazy. I'm not about to change my whole
That's the
freaking...
opposite of lazy. That's the opposite of lazy.
No, because
You're
what I
choosing to
was
wear an
wearing
outfit.
throughout the whole day was, like, some leggings and, like, a sweatshirt. Like, I don't really care.
Why?
Because it's comfortable. What do you wear? Exactly.
No sweatshirt though. That just no. I like to be cold.
Can't relate.
I don't wear leggings.
Huh?
I
What?
don't wear leggings.
Oh. Okay. So, I brought a teddy bear. It's my Star Wars one, and for some reason, everybody was like really quiet and stuff. I started making my teddy bear do the WAP dance. There's just something about everybody being quiet and serious and like trying to pay attention. Me just doing the WAP dance with my little bear, that set me off. I started crying laughing. I felt so bad.
That's not even funny.
I know, it's just the fact that, like, you know when you're at school and you're with like your like best friend and it's not funny at all what you do?
No, I don't, because when I had a class with them, they transferred out of the school district so they could graduate early.
I mean, you're with me now.
That doesn't count.
Anyway. So, that was so funny to me. And I felt really bad. I still feel really bad. Because, like, I try to be as respectful as I can to the people that are older than me. But it's just so difficult.
You should just drop out.
Drop
out
out
of
being
your school.
Jesus.
I'm too cool for him.
No, it's the opposite. So yeah. Oh, also yesterday, I accidentally broke a whole bottle of tequila.
What? Your day-to-day life should just be an MTV documentary.
Welcome to my MTV crib, where we laugh at church groups and break bottles of tequila.
How do you manage? That is my sole question. Like, how do you manage to do that?
I'm a very clumsy person. Like, I don't really think about things before I do them.
Well,
Just shut up, dude. We're not bringing that up right now. So I was pressing some tofu that I was gonna eat later, and
who eats tofu?
It's actually pretty good. I made it into chicken. It doesn't taste like
It is
tofu.
so flavorless.
Exactly. You press it and then you put flavor in it, and it tastes like the flavor you put in it, which is really good.
Vanilla ice cream.
That sounds friggin' disgusting.
My point exactly.
Nobody does vanilla ice cream though. They do like chicken or like bacon or something.
Who
Something that
wants to
tastes
eat
good.
Chicken tofu.
I made some yesterday. It was so delicious. Oh gosh,
About-
so delicious. So I needed to press something heavy on top of it. So I put a bottle of tequila on top of a cardboard.
There are so many other things.
And like it was
that would
like
serve that purpose better.
and
A knife handle, a fork handle, a spoon handle,
and I'm stupid.
a pan.
That's actually a good idea. But it was
A
like
toaster.
when I like put it on there, it was like kind of tilted. So I was like, you know what, this is fine. It's just gonna stay tilted for a little bit. Tilted
Did it
tower.
fall?
Yeah.
I
As
hope
soon
it fell, yeah.
I was halfway down the hallway, almost walking into my room, and I just hear a in the kitchen, and my dog comes running to me, like very terrified. And
If your dog was near that, he probably would have died.
he was in the hallway. He's fine. I was taking care of him. Yeah, but you're right. He would have died. So, it was a bitch to clean up. It was so bad. But, yeah. Like, my kitchen still smells like alcohol. Surprisingly, nobody noticed. So,
Aren't they supposed to be in Texas?
no, they're home.
Did they go to Texas?
Yeah, they did.
When?
I don't know. I went to go pick them up from LAX the other day, though. So,
With who?
my dad?
Oh, he didn't go?
No. So that was that. I kind of wish I would have saw that jetpack guy. That would have been pretty cool.
That was on Sunday.
That's the day that I went.
It was in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's why.
Maybe.
I was praying I could have saw that jetpack guy. Maybe next time.
I doubt he'll be out there again. He did it in Sydney, last time.
It's not illegal doing
year.
that, right?
You're flying in a highly populated, very busy, airfield. Planes are leaving every minute. And there are possibly hundreds of people on board. If you and your jetpack are in the way of a plane taking off, and they crash into you, all of you will die.
I don't think so.
So
It's
to
not. What's the
answer
difference
your-
between?
to-
What's the
so-
difference
so to-
between an airplane hitting a bird?
So to answer your question of is it illegal? Extremely.
So then why didn't he get arrested?
Because they didn't see him, he's on a jetpack. No, that's the last thing anyone expects to see. Before, if I was in that situation, I would have been more likely. I would have been less surprised to see aliens. They exist.
Of course they do. You're one of them. Oh!
The last living manatee on Earth. Genesis Narrows.
Say something funny.
No. Why would I do that?
Can you hear it? Did you hear it?
No.
Damn it. Why isn't it picking it up? I'm playing a laugh track.
That's really bad.
No, it's not. I'm just kidding. Never use a laugh track.
So, I wonder if there are people that actually constantly support stuff like Antifa.
FIFA? Like the game?
Antifa.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Some political group.
Let's not talk about politics because...
We just were at the beginning.
Well, it's not the beginning anymore. Let's not talk about politics. Because we try to keep this channel politics free, you know? Can we have an actual conversation? How I literally got so sad and upset. Because you know how so many people are, like, talking about, like, oh, God is gonna take all the good people? I got literally so sad because I was like, what about the
right,
dogs?
I was gonna go.
The dogs? I was like, what about the dogs? What's gonna happen to the dogs? You know? But then I remembered God is dog backwards. So I think they'll be fine.
That is such a stupid statement.
That is a literal thought that went through my brain. I have so many thoughts in my notes.
I can't even laugh at that, by how dumb that was.
That was a literal thought. Oh, another shower thought that I had is what if you have Tourette's and you're at the orthodontist or like the dentist? What happens? What happens? Do you just yell while they're like putting their fingers are in their mouth and you just go ah, or you like bite them or something? Like, how does that work?
I'm not gonna laugh.
That is a literal thought that I had while I was at the dentist. I was like, what would happen if I had Tourette's right now?
I am not going to laugh. That is horrible.
Why? Like, if you have Tourette's and you're listening to this, please tell me.
Don't tell us.
Why? I'm so intrigued. Like, how does that work? Like, do you get a tick, like, while their fingers are in your mouth or something?
They can control it.
Can
Have you
they?
not seen Billie Eilish? She has it.
She does?
That's the point.
What?
They learn to control it. Yes. She did an interview with Ellen.
Oh, no. Ellen, there's so many statements on how she's, like, a bad person.
I don't see how she's a bad person.
Like...
I mean, besides, she's made some pretty dumb decisions, like giving Bill Gates $20,000, even though he made that in the last minute.
Yeah. Like, why can't you give me $20,000, you know?
Like, have you seen the video where she gives him $20,000? He just kind of stands up and waves and sits back down.
He's like, what is this? Giving me a penny?
Exactly. You know, for Bezos, $88,000 to him is $1 for you and me. For the average working American, $1 for us is equivalent to $88,000 for Bezos. That is 2 to 3 cars.
Speaking of cars, I'm gonna get my permit soon. Whoa.
No, I'm not gonna get into your car at all.
Why? I'm a good
Cherokee.
driver.
I'm not getting in your Cherokee.
Don't rat on my car.
I am.
Why? A car's a car, you know? Like,
Yeah, but
do I look like I'm made of money, bitch? No!
do I?
Yes! Even though your fits are not it. Sometimes. I remember Seth when...
Your last hold on. Your last Instagram post, you look like Kirk Hammett in the 90s. The only thing you're missing is a weird horror movie guitar and a wah pedal. Then you're
that's better than when you used to wear Velcro shoes. Camel Velcro high top shoes. What
Those
was
are
that?
in demand.
Those are in demand. No.
I forget there were some basketball players' shoes. I still have them.
They were disgusting.
They're still in demand.
Well, guess what? They're in demand to go to the trash, okay? That's what they're in demand for. They were... No. I remember when Seth used to wear khaki pants, those shoes, and polo shirts. I met him when he was wearing those types of clothes. I shouldn't be talking. I used to only wear leggings and sweatshirts every day. But yeah. Oh, why are you so quiet? You getting your feelings hurt?
I'm just waiting for you to say something. You're taking so long.
What do you mean? I've been talking this whole time.
That's not true. It's basically been confirmed that Riverdale will become a Netflix exclusive show. It's not going to be leaving the platform.
I think I've seen one season of Riverdale. That's it.
It's something else.
Like it's like one of those like really awful TV shows that people just watch. Kind of like, you know the show Survivor, when you're on like an island, you know?
No.
Like it's kind of like Total Drama Island, but it's in real life and it's a reality TV show.
What about it?
It's bad.
You want to talk about Survivor?
It's just a bad show.
Yeah, we know that.
And it reminds me of Riverdale. Like, it's so bad that people just watch it.
I think the thing with Riverdale is that it's so overly memed and the acting is just so cringeworthy sometimes. Like,
Sometimes.
Most times. I think most of I don't know the actors' names. I think I probably
Cole Sprouse.
like some
Cole
of the
Sprouse.
actors. Some of the parents in the show, they have they're good at what they do. Like some of them are just kind of intense.
Like Betty's mom. She's pretty good.
Yeah,
I love her.
I follow her on Instagram.
I don't
Where
follow any of
actually
the Riverdale cast.
you can actually find us on Instagram at podcast_SNJ.
It'll be at the top of the description, so follow us.
No, it won't be because you aren't gonna put it there.
Yes, I am.
But that's fine. We'll see. So
if I remember,
you can follow
I
us.
don't
Then
know.
we post podcast updates weekly. Whenever there's a new episode to come out, that's the first place to find it. So, you should go check it out.
You should follow us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a very inactive social media page, but it's getting there. At some point soon, we will be famous. And when we are getting our brand deals and you're not, you will be wishing that you were one of the first 10 people to follow us to get a slice of that sweet LaCroix brand deal.
Look, okay. LaCroix? Look, don't get me started. That stuff is so...
You can't talk down on a company because we're trying to get sponsorships.
No one's gonna sponsor us. Nope.
Watch.
The
You know
only
who's
person
gonna-
who's gonna sponsor us is like Raid Shadow Legends or something.
So, it's a good game.
Did you just say that Raid is a good game?
You cannot talk down on companies. This is why we won't be getting brand deals and why we will never make it. Because when our community outreach is to 100,000 plus people, you will be complaining.
Yeah, okay.
What do you mean, yeah, okay?
No, because I love brands. I love LaCroix. I love Raid Shadow Legends.
You know what I do love, though?
What? Food? Because same.
No. Rainbow Six Siege Tom Clancy's Elite Squad.
Yes. You should go download Siege right now and play with us.
No, they have a new mobile game called Tom Clancy's Elite Squad. It's pretty cool.
Wait. What? Let me look that up right now. Is it on the App Store?
Yeah.
You could play Siege anywhere?
No, it's more of like it has like the guy from Wildlands, has the guy from has a bunch of people from Siege. I think it's like it has Sam Fisher, but he's coming to Siege. I'm pretty sure, something like that. But no, it's a whole bunch of stuff like that.
What? This is... You could get, like, CS on your phone?
But, I'd like to talk about, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Okay, I don't even know what's happening. Like, I heard it on Twitter, and I, like,
So
scrolled
I'll
over it.
I'll give a brief synopsis for you. Basically, what happened is we'll go into more details about the entire situation. We'll look at both sides of the spectrum, but the brief thing is that this guy went. He had an AR. He had some sort of rifle. I think it was an AR-15. He was there and he was walking around for 4 hours and he shot and killed people. Not too many. I think it was like 2 to 4. I think he killed and he injured a few.
Where was this?
And the part that enrages people the most is that we'll talk about my personal opinion and stuff like that. How they allowed him to just walk and turn himself in.
Wait, for how many hours?
4.
4 hours.
He walked
And
around
nothing happened.
with an assault rifle. Nothing happened.
Yikes.
So, the thing is that pictures have resurfaced of him about a few hours earlier. It said that he was there defending a store. It was shown that he was cleaning up graffiti earlier, but I don't understand why he shot and killed people. Apparently he was attacked with bricks and things like that. But it is actually horrible that they allowed him to walk around for 4 hours.
Like, nobody,
That's
like...
4 podcasts.
Yeah.
That's
bad. Like,
that is the time of a nap. That's the time of some people going to sleep. You can go to sleep and wake up and he'd still be walking around over there with a rifle and he's over there and he's just walking around hanging out.
that's terrifying.
Now, I say don't show pictures or anything like that of the scene.
Yeah, no. We're not doing that.
You know, obvious reasons, just to. But I don't understand why. I don't want to say that it had anything to do with. He was white. I have to throw that out there because someone's gonna make it into a race thing and the whole Black Lives Matter and versus All Lives Matter and all that stuff. It's Antifa and that whole thing in Seattle where they were allowed to make their own country and they did nothing about it. They literally made their own country.
Who? What?
In Seattle, there are a few blocks that they literally turned it into a country. They just blocked everyone else off. They had guns. It was like a proper military. They turned it into a martial law sector.
Whoa.
Just some citizens.
You know that reminds me of?
Had AKs and just decided, let's just go make a country real quick.
That kind of reminds me, like, you know, The Last of Us, the first one. I'm not trying to compare real life to a video game. You know, that's not what I'm trying to do. But, you know when, like, in the Scepter, like, you have to have, like, a passport to get out and in, but it's, like, just a little, like, cul-de-sac, if that makes sense. It was in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, what about it?
Yeah, that's just what it reminds me of. Which is terrifying.
No, that's not how it was, because people who were trying to go in were shot and killed when they did not have the proper authentication. They weren't just turned down.
Yeah. That's terrifying.
Yeah, it's a lot less friendly than The Last of Us, because at least that's not real.
I'm not
that was.
trying. I'm not trying to compare a video game to real life. That's not what I'm trying to do. Because
I know.
But that's just. I'm just throwing my thoughts out there. You know.
But so it turns into stuff like that, and it's difficult to understand what's going on in those situations because obviously there's no recording of it.
Right.
And you have to take people's accounts, but of course it's going to be swayed because everyone has to make everything political. They made the Vegas shooting political, they made Columbine political, they made Parkland political, they made everything political, and that's how it is now. So if you can't adapt, you'll get swept under. And so even this podcast will probably turn political in about a month or so.
I hope it doesn't. I'm just here. I'm just here for good vibes. You know, like, if anybody, like, just needs a break from, like, everything, that's what I'm here for. I don't know what you're here for, Seth, but that's what I'm here for.
I'm here for a LaCroix brand, yo.
Yeah. You know, like, there's so much shit going on in the world, and, sometimes you just need a break. Which I know sounds privileged, because it is. But, you know, I want to help as much as I can.
The thing is that some people can't take a break, and so that's why we're going to try to... For those who are fortunate enough to be able to, we're going to just try and do something with that, because... There we go. So... It turns into... things like people are starting their own movements from stuff, because I feel like things like TikTok have made everything much worse than it needs to be.
How?
Do you actually need to question that?
Like, I don't know what side of TikTok that you're perceiving, but the side of TikTok that I'm on and that a lot of people are on is just kind of like an escape, if that makes sense. Like,
I understand that, but when you have viral TikToks that are blowing up about people talking about, I have never seen a attractive Trump supporter. Donald Trump is my president. Trump
oh yeah, those are really
when
dumb.
those videos are blowing up and you're posting them on your story, you're giving them more traction. You're making everything much worse than it already is. So everyone knows that if you want to keep something under and you don't want to talk about it, then you don't bring attention to it. Why do you think they kept talking about war during 9/11? They always talked about war in the Middle East to incline people to want to do it. Had they not even brought up the Middle East or anything like that, sure, some people would have thought that, but they would have never heard it from the news. They would have never wanted that war. That war wasn't. I believe. I just to dive into conspiracy theories a little bit. I believe Bush did it.
I don't think I could have an opinion because I don't really want to talk about that type of stuff on here.
You know, so I'll say this. It's fine that they went in and they shot the guy. He was a bad guy. He deserved it. But there's a small chance that, you know, maybe they did do that. Because there's evidence. There is undeniable evidence that it is a chance.
I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
Bush may or may not have done 9/11. Now, there are certain things that I do believe were terrorist attacks. I'm not saying terrorist attacks are a hoax, because Brussels happened, Vegas happened, the Paris. Oh, I remember the Paris one. The Paris one was bad.
What was that one again?
That one was bad.
I don't know.
It gives me anxiety to think about it. Jesus. The fact that it was all so connected. They shot up a concert. They shot up a grocery store. There were huge bombings at like a soccer stadium, which my cousins were supposed to go, but their passports by the will of God, were expired.
Yeah, that's scary.
I mean, just think about that. I mean, that's why I just, ooh, like, my cousins were gonna be at that game, and their passports were expired.
Yeah, that's really scary.
And that's the weird thing to think about, because because thankfully all that stuff is kind of done, because our past presidents, Obrako and um we pretty much killed most of them off. There are still a few, but they too scared to come out and do anything, because the second they do, they get airstruck and all die. But you have things like that that's not so great. But then there's stuff like the YouTube algorithm that are promoting these. Here's a conspiracy theory. So I don't know if I believe this one, but there is a chance that this is true.
There's a chance that everything's true.
No, there's a chance that YouTube is working with, just hear me out, it's gonna sound insane, but when I break it down, it will be crazy. There's a chance
I swear to God.
YouTube
I swear, if you say it.
is working with, just listen,
Mm-hmm.
is working with the government to
Mm-hmm.
promote uprisings and war. Because think about it.
Okay.
Every time you open up YouTube, what's the first thing you see? You don't see.
Memes.
You might see like a video. You might see like a couple of videos, and you go down. There's always that column. There's never positive news in there. It's always major stuff.
I don't
It's
know
not
what
like
side of YouTube you're on, but the side of
Here,
YouTube
look,
that
I'll
I'm
open
on.
up YouTube on my phone. Here, YouTube. Right here, top news. All of it is about stock slammed. It's never positive. Live storm, stuff like that. It's all about politics, stuff like that. There's always that news tab, and everything's always there. It's about when the whole ISIS thing was going on. It was about war. It was about protests and all that stuff. But you never hear about the Dow surpassing 2,700
What the
points.
I
You
didn't
never
watch that.
hear about good things happening. It's always negative. And
Who has been on my YouTube account? What is this? I don't remember watching this or this. I remember watching this and this because of school. But other than this, no. I don't know who's on my YouTube.
Conspiracy theory.
Whoa.
Everything is connected.
I'm gonna watch. I watch.
You can't watch YouTube
No.
videos.
There's gotta be another way. I'm not gonna
Licensing.
leave.
Hold on. This is really funny.
There is no time.
This is hilarious.
Are
I've
you satisfied
laughed
with
for like 10 minutes.
Please. No.
What?
Can't.
I'll send it to you.
Hero?
I can't. Have you seen Big Hero 6?
No. I think I saw it once.
Dude. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Tadashi, he hits different.
Jesus.
Are you satisfied with your cake?
I'm sending it to you. It's gonna be through messages.
So, when it comes to stuff like conspiracy theories, people call me crazy. but they're real. So I'd like to talk about why are you sending me? I'm not. What time are we at?
Hold up. I'm watching a turkey getting hit by a car.
I cannot continue.
That was the craziest
to do
fucking
a
thing that ever
podcast with
happened.
you if you do not actually do one. You're just
70
watching
miles
these
fucking per
videos.
hour, a fucking bird. What the fuck, dude?
That's the type of stuff that's
So-
on my YouTube. So,
Why?
because I told you that's what I use YouTube for. Just I look at stupid shit.
Alright, so do you think? Because I saw something on Instagram earlier. Do you think that a hot dog is a sandwich?
Hot dog on a sandwich.
Hey, you know, better yet. Is it true? Because I read something earlier again on Instagram. Apparently, pedophilia was just passed as legal in the state of California.
What?
Search it up.
Wait, repeat that sentence again?
Apparently, it might have just been fake. But I'm googling it now. Apparently, pedophilia was made. Yeah, see, did California Democrats introduce an LGBTQ bill to protect pedophiles who rape children?
I think that's definitely fake.
From did a California public school district teach pedophilia as a sexual orientation? No, it's just not even.
Yeah, see, if it didn't
Okay,
come
so-
up, then it's fake.
Apparently it's called a clover gender. Okay. Okay, it's fake.
Exactly. Yeah, that's who would do that? That's so stupid.
I was gonna say. Because it's illegal.
No, it's not.
Did you just say pedophilia isn't illegal?
You just said it was legal.
No, I said it's illegal.
Oh.
What time are we at?
We are at a little under an hour.
Okay, we'll keep going. Why not? I don't got anywhere to be. Why would I?
I was so productive today. I'm so proud of myself.
What did you do that was so productive?
I cleaned my room. I started my laundry. I worked out for the first time in like months. It sucked ass.
Who would do that? Because that does not sound fun.
What?
Apparently, oh, you know what? How are they going to deal with anti-vaxxers when they come up with a vaccine for corona?
I'm sorry, I'm showing the people a spinning gorilla.
Why?
Because that's more interesting than politics.
We're talking about how anti-vaxxers.
I think anti-vaxxers are dumb. Suki de.
Okay. So
This is my favorite part of Avengers Endgame. Was this an Endgame? I don't know. I get them confused. She just got yeeted.
what are you talking about?
Dummy, dummy. Dummy, dow.
You
Dummy,
can't
dummy,
show, you can't show
no.
movie clips.
It's not a movie clip. Suki de.
Hey guys, just making a quick video here. I get a lot of comments that say, "Oh, your accent
So-
disappears when you start."
Apparently,
Freedom! Sorry, I had to do that. Go ahead.
honestly, I think we should just wrap it up. We talked a lot.
Do you want to go through my liked playlist on YouTube?
Nope. So, quickly, before we end this, we have a Twitch
Aw.
channel now, S&J_podcast, right?
Yes,
Alright,
where
after
we
time
game.
for everyone else to get their very first belly rub too.
So you can follow us there.
Yep, I sure
You
do.
can find us on obviously YouTube. No, it's SJ Podcast. SJ.
I'll put it in the
On
description.
just let me talk, okay? It's SJ_podcast on Twitch. On Instagram, it's podcast_SNJ. So SJ for SJ Podcast Twitch.
You're confusing
SNJ
me.
Podcast for Instagram.
You're confusing me, and I was the one who helped create it.
Okay, quickly. Ready? For Twitch, SJ_podcast. For Instagram, podcast_SNJ. Now, you can message if you or someone you know wants to be the guest this Friday. We're always looking for new guests. I think I might have someone lined up for this week though. But if you or someone you know wants to be a guest on here, message one of our social media accounts, whether it's Snapchat or Instagram. You can always message the podcast Instagram, or you can message us on Discord. You obviously know what that is. So you pick how you want to go about that. Wear a mask, stay inside, and
We love you. Well, I don't know
No,
about
we
Seth,
don't.
but I love
I don't.
you. I love you. If you didn't hear that today, I love you, and drink some water and eat some food.
I
Because
don't drink water.
that is why you are not healthy. You're awesome. And you're great, and I love you.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.